My name is Yasmin Mohammed. I'm the founder and executive director of SUPERB community-based organization. It's a feminist, women-led organization based here in Kibera, Nairobi, Kenya. And our work is around challenging instruments of power which violates the rights of women and girls. Through the work that we do, we've been able to organize women and adolescents, whereby we empower them with different knowledge and skills, either on sexual and reproductive health and rights, economic justice, and feminist leadership. And our work is centered around advocacy and in ensuring that the rights of women and girls have been realized with the name of us achieving gender equality. In 2020, we secured a multi-year grant dubbed Women's Voice and Leadership Project, which was funded by Global Affairs Canada in partnership with CARE and Center for Rights Education and Awareness. So during the 2-year period, while we were doing the implementation of Women's Voice and Leadership Project, we implemented the WVL project while it was like a pandemic time or period whereby COVID-19 had hit the entire world. So in Kenya, we first got the first case while we were just starting the Women's Voice and Leadership Project. But again, we had to adapt as an organization and see on other alternatives and interventions that we will be able to implement in ensuring that we do the project activities. So through the Women's Voice and Leadership Project, we were able to develop a 5-year strategic plan as well as formulating some policies in our organization, which include the human resource policy. We also have the financial policy. We have sexual harassment policy, code of conduct for below 18 and under 18. We do also have the monitoring and evaluation policy. So as an organization, the Women's Voice and Leadership Project really came in handy because we didn't have existing frameworks. But as we are speaking now, we do have some frameworks that gives us roadmap or guidelines on how we are supposed to implement and run our day-to-day activities. And also brought a very huge impact in our community. SUPERB being based in one of the wards in Kibera, that is Makina ward, and through our advocacy work around women's voice and leadership, we managed to increase awareness on women in leadership. And for the first time ever, Makina ward has elected a female member of county assembly, which we believe it's as a result of the work that we are doing in our community or ward. And also the Women's Voice and Leadership Project gave us an opportunity to strengthen and build our capacities on different topics. Initially, some of our staffs were not in a position to even develop proposals or even having resource mobilization strategies. But through the capacity building workshops that were attended by different volunteers, we can now say that we are in a position to do a nice report as well as resource mobilize. And also I want to say that the Women's Voice and Leadership Project has enabled us to secure some funding, and it's because of the accountability and transparency that we had with the WVL project. So we were able to secure funding with other development partners, which are also multi-year. And we are happy that through the 2-year period that we had with WVL, it enabled us to sustainably continue with the gender equality agenda, accelerating gender equality conversation.